A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Here's Purdy. And it's a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Following the fumble recovery, McCarthy sliding out of the pocket. This is caught by Robinson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. On 3rd down, Pryor. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
We tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll keep it on the ground. Pryor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there at holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
60 Bison.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now a handoff up the middle. Pryor. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
To the air with McCarthy. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Here's McCarthy. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. You did here before.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Now McCarthy. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
A 23-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Purdy now to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
First down.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Purdy. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. They go play action here. Purdy. He'll buy some time right. And Purdy finds a way to move the chains. He slides to a stop, and he's got the first down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Isaiah Pacheco. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Pryor has it complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
They'll run on 1st down. Pryor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Throwing is McCarthy. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. That is caught. And he will have a Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. An agile move and a nice gain, then dropped at the 25-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Up the middle they go. Pryor. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Tackled by Jonathan Grenard.
He couldn't get the edge there. Wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
Purdy.
This one caught by Kittle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Purdy off the play fake. That's complete to Pearsall.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Here's Guerrero on 1st down.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Run coverage excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Dances by him. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
Ricky Pearsall
from 3 yards out.
And the 49ers are able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Connects with Kittle underneath. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now Purdy. He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Throwing here, Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Get set. 53.
A give right side for Pacheco.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is right there. It's good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2nd and 11.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try the left side. Pryor. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Pryor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal.
Take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
J.J. McCarthy
keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Vikings are back within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And he returns this to the 22.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Purdy going to give it to Garindo.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
In motion, the tight end.
Here's Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you what, third down, all you're thinking is, what can we do to keep this drive going to get enough yardage to move the sticks? You're certainly not thinking about taking this one almost the length of the field, but that's exactly what happens here. What a play and what a change of fortunes.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Roman. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right.
They'll try the middle with Garindo.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Pacheco will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Here's McCarthy.
This is caught by Robinson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Now McCarthy.
And he fires one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. To the air with McCarthy. This one brought in by Jefferson.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go, set. Garoppolo 80.
Sticking with the pass, here's McCarthy.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
19, charge.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Second down and a yard. Throwing is McCarthy. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hawkinson, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
On the give, it's Galindo.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
This 2nd and 4. Purdy looking to throw. Pass caught by Pearsall. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. Running left to give to Pacheco. Down to about the 37.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Purdy now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Purdy. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. So here we go, a big spot now for Blake Grupe. This to make it a 2-score game. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Pryor has it complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Second and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied fourth quarter as the kick is away here. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They go play action here. Purdy. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Handoff here, Guerrero.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Now Purdy.
And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
McCarthy operating from the gun.
Looking middle, and that's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Let's go. Grab for a lady.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Second and 6 coming up. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
From the gun on third down, McCarthy.
Pass complete. It's Hawkinson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Another try, second and 10 now.
Up the middle they go. Pryor.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now. From the shotgun, McCarthy.
Nifty move.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's first and 10 now. Looking to throw McCarthy. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. It's complete to Robinson.
Down inside the 10.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Did you see them hold up forefingers at the start of the fourth quarter.
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Purdy to throw.
Got him in. It's Brown. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Purdy to throw. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Here's 1st and 10.
And they'll get the spike off with 6 seconds to go. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Purdy with one final shot here.
And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it, and this one's over.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Minnesota, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. That'll do